Hands down my favorite thing that we've done in Salem. Our names are Mike and Heather. We spent the summer converting our Ford Transit Connect into a camper van with the ultimate goal of traveling to all 50 states. We have already been on one epic road trip, and now that our van has been finished, we're ready to set out on another. Subscribe and join us as we explore the US and try to figure out this whole van life thing. As always, thanks for watching. We're back in Salem!
We are coming to the end of our fall foliage road trip, and we are ending it in Salem, Massachusetts, in one of our favorite Halloween locations to visit.
Yes, last night we actually stayed in a parking lot in downtown Salem. So that's the first time we've ever kind of really stealth camped, even though it's really not. We totally just like stayed there overnight and then paid for the parking for this morning. But it worked out great because we have a really great parking spot in Salem for at least 4 hours today. We're doing a lot of the haunted happenings here because it is October. One of them being Biz Bash, which is going on right behind us now. Usually it's down Essex Street, but because of current times, this is where it's at today in Salem Commons.
We have a couple of fun things planned for today. After we get to walk around and see some of the shops here at the Commons, we have a cool witch guided tour that we'll be taking starting at 11. We're really excited about that. I think an actual witch is the guide for it.
Everything in Salem doesn't really start till around 10 o'clock today, so we're gonna wait about an hour here on the bench, just watch them all set up, and then start walking around and see all the different pop-up shops.
You don't need no card trick, you don't need no sleight of hand. Don't need a rabbit or a hat to help me understand. I don't need convincing, it's so easy to see. Every little thing you do is magic to me.
There's a lot of vendors here for sure. We're trying to get through all of them before our 11 o'clock appointment with the witch.
Salem Commons is really connected to everything else. Like Salem has a couple blocks that if you're here for this kind of thing, is really easy to walk to. You've got the Witch Museum over here, and Essex Street is just across the way.
Behind us is Salem Commons, and right across the street, that purple awning building, right near the beeping car, is where we're going for our witch walk. So we're gonna head that way, get a sneak peek of what they have to offer. Side note, this hotel that we're passing right now, the Hawthorne Hotel, is supposed to be super haunted. I guess it books up incredibly fast, so if you did ever want to stay here, you gotta book it in like January. But that purple building is where we're heading now. And then this is actually Essex Street, where we can go through all the little shops. So that is actually Salem's oldest witch shop. It's run by all real witches, which is why we're gonna get the tour through them, because it's going to be through a real witch. We're gonna go shopping it first.
Come on in.
Now you didn't wave a wand. Now you just said the magic words and poof, I was yours. Well, I think I just stumbled on.
Have a good day, folks. Thanks for stopping by.
So we are waiting outside of the shop for the witch tour to begin, which will be shortly. We're not allowed to bring the camera with us, so we'll check back in after to let you know what we learned and some of the cool things that we were able to see. So we'll see you in a bit. We are back at Appa momentarily. We came back to feed the meter. We just finished up the witch walk and I thought it was great.
Hands down my favorite thing that we've done in Salem. You start off by doing like a spell, which I thought was really cool, and you get to keep the little trinket. We won't spoil it for anybody who would actually want to do it, but it was really, really neat just to hear about magic and what it actually means to people who practice it today. Really demystifying it, but not in like a, oh well, they took the magic away. It was quite the opposite, but just made it more relatable. Like you understood it more and the whole concept behind it.
So I think it's important to note this one isn't like a historical tour.
No.
You learn about some of the history because it still has relevance to modern witches, but this was more about magic.
I think you still do have to do at least like a walking tour around Salem or like the historic one to kind of hear like all the pinpoints of everything, but this definitely needs to be on the list. I think it was a really great way to feel like you're in Salem and be around all the witch stuff, because you can go into each of the shops and be overwhelmed because there's so much stuff to do for like the spells and like the trinkets or whatever, but you don't know what anything does. So going on a tour like this really helped me understand a little bit better of what it means.
Right now we're going to head back out, check out a couple more shops, maybe make some purchases, and then there is a Halloween dog parade.
Yes.
That we're super excited for.
After the dog parade and the shops, we're gonna head to the campsite. On that note, we're gonna get out of the van now and go enjoy some Salem. Okay, so that's the store we're heading to, and I can already see that the line is wrapped around it. This way.
Friday nights and October, drinking till we fell
now we're heading over to the pet parade.
We're gonna go see some puppies dressed up in cute costumes.
I think we're almost there. We maybe have the next block and we can turn onto it and see the parade.
We're taking what we think is a shortcut and hopefully it doesn't make us miss the parade.
I hear dogs barking, so I think we're getting close. We missed.
We caught the tail end of it.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
So in classic Mike and Heather's proceedings, we were a little bit late and missed some of it, but we got to see kind of the gist of how it happens.
We got to see the dogs, which is the most important part.
Yeah, you could either do like the dog is in a costume or you're in a costume with your pet. It was really cool. There's a lot of cute dogs, a lot of cute costumes. It seems like a really fun event. And you come to a part of Salem that, I mean, we haven't been to before, which is kind of the dock. I think you can go up onto the ship over here. It's pretty neat down here. I think this is kind of the maritime center. It gets busy quick. I mean, earlier today we were kind of like just walking into shops, and now there's quite a wait for a lot of them.
So we made it through all the busy streets back to our van after that pet parade. We're gonna go check in at our campsite so that way we can enjoy some camping here in Salem.
So we've made it to our campground. This is our campsite. We're here at Winter Island. We can definitely make some dinner here, which is really nice.
It's a very nice campsite. Got lots of shade too, and if you were staying on a tent, it's a very soft ground because it's sand, because the beach is just over yonder.
Yeah.
Also, right near us is what they call like the igloo section, so that's like the group camping section. But if we can get a sneak peek,
On this side?
it's actually like a huge like a gang of Volkswagen owners, so it's super cool.
Yeah, like classic Volkswagen vans. Whoa. That's so cool.
The guy who checked us in told us to go check it out because there's like about 48 of them here in the park right now, and he said that when they leave for the day it looks like an actual parade. So we were admiring all of them all around Salem today, and it's kind of funny to find out that they're all in our campsite. And just like that, it's the end of the night. We just hung around the campsite a little bit. Tomorrow we'll show you around the campground, and then we're going to head into Salem and do a self-guided tour. We're finally going to get to see all the Hocus Pocus locations as well as some of the historic sites around Salem. It's going to be very exciting day tomorrow. So today we kind of did all the haunted happenings and the festival side and the shopping and all the cute boutiques and did a witch walk, and tomorrow's going to be more exploring the witch city itself and really enjoying and just taking in the vibes and streets and art, as well as some cookies that are said to be famous and a candy shop that is known to be America's first candy shop. So all great things planned tomorrow. We'll see you then.
I'm living my best life, living my